Eileen Hayes. I'm the very proud Dean of the College of Arts and Communication here at UW-Whitewater. Our annual convocation is an opportunity for us to reflect on the core values of our college. These are inquiry, creativity, expression, and integrity. At this event, we have the opportunity to recognize both student and faculty achievements of the past year. By combining the latter with convocation, we can be celebratory and contemplative at the same time. Celebratory in that we rejoice with those who have achieved their academic goals, and contemplative because the world that you, as our students, will encounter upon graduations necessitates that you act boldly and with vision and in service of the greater good, and that is a tall order. I wish to welcome all new and continuing students, faculty, and family members with a special thanks to the donors of our college and department scholarships. Your support through scholarship awards has been invaluable to our students as they prepare to take their place in the global economy of ideas, rights, and responsibilities. As delighted as we are to be able to gather here together today, we recognize that some are missing. At this time, I ask you to join me in acknowledging all those we have lost from our own college this year, as well as from amongst our community supporters over the course of this year. As the poet writes, "The light of those who travel between the eternities will long be remembered by those who journey on." Please stand as you are able for a moment of silence. Thank you. We would especially like to welcome new students and transferring students. Would all of our new students raise your hands so that we can welcome you with our applause? Any new students? Again, and I think that this cannot be said enough, we encourage you to reach out to your fellow students, to your advisors, professors, department chairs for help or advice. Our goal is to enfold you in the Whitewater ways as soon as possible. At the same time, one of your goals during your tenure as Warhawks should be to imprint your mark on the college and the university, meaning that upon graduation, you will leave UW-Whitewater a better place than how you found it. Our university is accurately described as student-centered, but our academic world goes around because of the dedicated expertise of our faculty and staff. Please join me in expressing appreciation, especially to Associate Dean Robert Mertens, our department chairs, James Bronson, Mike Dugan, Kathy Brady, Marshall Anderson, and Jeff Harriet, all of our faculty and staff, with special thanks to Katie Kuznasik, Director of Philanthropy, and Audra Lang, Director of Marketing and Public Events, and our Associate Director of Public Events, Leslie Lemuro. At this time, it is my pleasure to welcome our marvelous and dedicated Chancellor, Dr. Beverly Copper, who will be followed by Associate Dean Mertens. Dr. Copper is the world's strongest advocate for our university, and it is an honor that she could join us today. Please join me in welcoming Dr. Beverly Copper.
Thank you, and good afternoon, and welcome to this very special event celebrating the College of Arts and Communication. Today we applaud our scholarship and award recipients, family and friends, our scholarship donors, faculty, staff, emeriti, and certainly students, and all fellow Warhawks. I would like to express my deep appreciation to each of you who do such a wonderful job of mentoring and supporting our students, and to those individuals who make these scholarships and awards possible. We absolutely cannot do what we do without your support. We are a university with a long tradition of excellence in all that we do, and certainly one of the joys of being here is being surrounded by so many who strive to make a real difference in so many ways. People like each of you who care so deeply about education and the success of our students. As we celebrate our sesquicentennial and 150 years of inspiring, engaging, and transforming lives, we are focused on the traditions that have helped make UW-Whitewater an amazing university. And we strive to discover additional ways to expand these traditions into the future. Congratulations to the award and scholarship recipients on your amazing accomplishments. We know the recognition you received today is the result of education, Warhawk passion, and certainly a lot of hard work. And I would be remiss if I didn't also commend the parents and other family members who are here today. We know your support is critical to your students' success. One reason these students do excel is because the college excels and champions the ideas of creativity, expression, integrity, and inquiry. Many of you receiving awards today are receiving them because you have embraced that mission. And the students who are being recognized have received the guidance and mentorship from amazing faculty and staff who help them explore their passions and hone their craft. Finally, to the donors, emeriti, and supporters, thank you for investing in the future of these students. UW-Whitewater is a family, and you, without question, have just made our family stronger. We are indebted to your generosity, your vision, and your unending Warhawk spirit. I thank each of you for the support you have given and are giving to UW-Whitewater, and especially to our students. You make us very proud and the future very bright. So, let the celebration begin. Thank you.
Well, welcome this afternoon to this event. This event is a gathering where we take the opportunity to reflect on the core values of the college. We take this time to consider how these values shape our academic and personal lives and what we have in common across the disciplines. It's the mission of the college to cultivate and inspire these values through embodied practice in the fine and communication arts. Today, you will hear from students in each of the departments share their perspective on the college core values. Each of the students speaking today was nominated by the faculty of their major department as demonstrating and embodying the value that they today represent. To celebrate the beginning of the new term, the college invites these individuals to share their thoughts on the core values and presents them an award in recognition of their exemplary activities. It's now my pleasure to present the College Value Award recipients for the 2018-2019 academic year. Representing the Theater Dance Department and receiving the College Value Award for Creativity, Kathleen Grace Martin. Representing the Art and Design Department and receiving the College Value Award for Integrity, Daniela Porras. Representing the Music Department and receiving the College Value Award for Expression, Ryan Schultz. And representing the Communication Department and receiving the College Value Award for Inquiry, Logan McHone. Please join me again in congratulating these deserving students. It is now my pleasure to introduce our first Value Awards speakers of the afternoon. Kathleen Grace Martin from the Theater Dance Department speaking on the College Value of Creativity, and Daniel Porras from the Art and Design Department speaking on the College Value of Integrity. Please welcome first Kathleen Grace Martin.
Creativity. Creativity is one of those words that when you are asked to describe it, you almost repeat the word again in your own description. Creativity is incorporated into the lives of every human being in some way every single day, whether that be through music, literature, theater, architecture, brand logos, and the list goes on. I'm sure we can all agree that creativity is indeed a part of humans' everyday life and existence. But let's think about what creativity is and how it impacts us. For as long as I can remember, I have been using creativity as a way to express myself, and I would not be surprised if the majority of us here have done the same thing. But I find the word creativity to actually be pretty vague, and I want to be more specific about what creativity has done for me personally in terms of its impact on my life and my expression of self. Because of my personal freedom I have to be creative, I am able to express myself through my own personal sense of style. My daily exploration of style allows me to take who I feel I am that day and then create a look and wear the tangible existence of myself on any given day. The freedom to be creative has given me words to speak through music or painting or dancing when I had no words for myself. The freedom to be creative gives me an outlet and a platform to express my feelings, experiences, and personal viewpoint of the things that happen to me and around me every day. As a theater major, I am studying daily about what it means to be a creator. Creativity is endless opportunity. Creativity is the ability to display one's own unique perception of absolutely anything. Creativity can open doors, close doors, begin or end relationships, start conversations, start arguments, express love, hate, discrimination, illumination, spirituality, revolution, and change. Creativity can make you feel empowered. It can bring tears to our eyes, make us laugh, make us think. Creativity can turn old things new. It can bring new things to life. Creativity is magic for mortals. It is humanity's gateway to new experiences. What would happen if we eliminate every single form of creativity from the world? I don't know the answer, but it does not sound like a place where humanity could thrive. While we still live and breathe and have this beautiful freedom of creativity waiting for us to explore it and express it, let us find what is creatively unique about us. Find your outlet and use your platform and thrive there. Paint, write that song, design that costume, wear that new makeup look out of the house, develop that design that you've been talking about, experiment with sound, light, color. And while you do that, thrive. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Daniela Porras, and my value award is integrity. Integrity is placing value and morale in all you do. It's trusting that your actions are done willingly, thoughtfully, with compassion, and most importantly, without negligence. It's finding worth in things that may be overlooked by the quick viewer. It's observing every detail to the grayness of sand to know beauty exists within everything. It's finding worth in life despite hardships, as we all have those. It involves remaining strong and bold in upholding, because this is you, and this is your life. It's fulfilling that shine that we all have in each of us, and it's a comforting midnight glow that warms others if you allow it to. Every person in this room has something that makes each of you uniquely you, something that is integral and central towards yourself. For this reason, integrity is humbling because it pertains to your genuine self, without mask, simply pure and close to heart. Most of all, integrity involves knowing where you came from and where you are going. It involves being whole and true to yourself because integrity means choosing to practice your values. It is doing things honestly. For this reason, it may seem uncomfortable as you now feel as you have left yourself exposed. It always seems that when you follow your intuition and sense of right, that it may become the opposite of comfortable and easy. This begs the question of why there must exist this need to be brave when you are doing what is right. And this is because not many are willing to take the step. And when you do, you now seem to have isolated yourself. But that is not true. It is true that it's not always easy to practice your values in the face of situations, but you have to remember that your values carry something. They carry you. And everywhere you go, it is you that you carry. Be that person that sees beauty in everything. Be that person to lead and guide. Help establish the sense of doing what is right as a norm. When you complete a piece of artwork, it is that, a piece. But a piece that is integral to you as it came from your heart and thought. And it is when you make a piece with honesty and good intention that your best work results, and in the end feel most proud of. Because when ideas are felt and expressed with honesty, they feel complete, for they are sincere. You may pick up this piece and think, this can now stand all on its own. You worked hard. And once you did that, that piece or work can now be shown with dignity. And this is because it has integrity. You think, wow, this does have beauty. And so if we can see something this way, especially something that came from our own making and thoughts, we must learn how to see each other this way as well. Therefore, you mustn't be afraid to show integrity in your everyday actions as well. To do this, one must understand that integrity involves being sincere. But we can't do this unless we start with ourselves. One must remember that people learn how to treat us based on how they see us treating ourselves. So we must do what is right. And we know what is right because our integrity tells us so. It's remaining committed to your work and fulfilling your potential to fly. Integrity is working hard because you know what sacrifices were made. If things were done with care for you and taught to you, integrity is holding that to worth. It means everything. You must not take that and throw it away carelessly. You must work it to grow, and most of all, practice it. It's demonstrating that you are thankful and willing because life is happening now, not just in the future. It's wanting to pick up something and hold it tight because it has worth, because you then realize it is right there, right in front of you in a present moment, and you don't want to lose it. For when you're working towards a goal, you must not forget what you already have, and that is you. You must take responsibility for your life. You are worthy. Therefore, we must learn to love ourselves so we may love others. Van Gogh once said, "There is nothing more artistic than to love people." And the day we make this a constant practice to follow our moral compass, it is only then that we will feel whole. Thank you.
Thank you, Kathleen and Daniela. It is my privilege to introduce and recognize the nominees for the Faculty and Staff Excellence Awards for 2018. Nominees have been identified by their peers and students as exemplifying the highest levels of achievement in each area. I would ask that the nominees rise when your name is called, face the audience, and remain standing until all of the nominees within that category have been announced. Audience members, please hold your applause until all nominees and award recipients within that category have been recognized. The Excellence in Teaching Award is presented in recognition of outstanding teaching and the improvement of student learning. The nominees were Beth Ann Hanslick Moran from the Department of Art and Design, Jim Cates from the Department of Communication, Angela Iannone from the Department of Theater and Dance, Rachel Wood from the Department of Music. The recipient of the College Award for Excellence in Teaching is Beth Ann Hanslick Moran from the Department of Art and Design. She is unable to be with us today. The Roseman Award for Teaching is conferred upon tenure-track or tenured faculty members whose teaching meets the criteria for excellence in teaching. The college's nominee was Professor Jim Cates of the Department of Communication. Let us congratulate our nominees and award winners. Thank you. The Excellence in Research Award is presented in recognition of a faculty member's significant advances to knowledge, technique, or creative expression in their discipline. The nominees were Professor Bill Miller of the Department of Art and Design, Professor Kate Kasobiak from the Department of Communication, Professor Eric Appleton from the Department of Theater and Dance, Professor Matt Sinchak from the Department of Music. The recipient of the College Award for Excellence in Research is Dr. Kate Kasobiak. The Excellence in Service Award is presented in recognition of a faculty member for outstanding service to the college and university. The nominees were Professor Sue Wildermuth, Department of Communication, Professor Mike Olson, Department of Music, Professor Barbara Grubel, Department of Theater and Dance. The recipient of the College Award for Excellence in Service is Dr. J. Michael Olson. Thank you. To our students, I would ask, where would each of you be without your advisor? The Excellence in Academic Advising Award is presented in recognition of a university faculty or academic staff member for outstanding academic advising. The nominees were Jim Disrude from the Department of Communication, Deborah Wilk from the Department of Art and Design, Sherry Van Alstine from the Department of Music. The recipient of the College Award for Excellence in Academic Advising is Jim Disrude. The Excellence Award for Instructional Academic Staff is presented in recognition of an academic staff member who demonstrates outstanding teaching in keeping with the university's mission. The nominees were Julia Ince from the Department of Art and Design, Sue Chandler from the Department of Music, Chris Cranenberg from the Department of Communication, and Ruth Conrad Pruhl from the Department of Theater and Dance. The College Award is extended to Chris Cranenberg from the Department of Communication. Our outstanding faculty and academic staff are at the center of the university. Let's have one more round of applause for all of our nominees and award recipients. At this time, I would like to ask Professor Mike Dugan of the Department of Music to join me for the conferring of these next honors. We are going to recognize two emeritus professors in music whose careers have exhibited excellence in teaching, research, service, and advising. Professor Dugan.
Thank you, Dean Hayes. I'm going to ask Dr. Jane Ferenz to join us on the stage. There will be more opportunity to clap for Dr. Friends in just a moment. Just a tiny bit of embarrassment and some accolades and some thanks first. Dr. James Friends started her collegiate teaching career in 1983 at Idaho State University. In the fall of 1991, the recognized expert and consultant on the music of Haydn and Beethoven, along with her trusty sidekick, partner, and husband, George Friends, who I believe is sitting back here, made the 1,400-mile journey to Whitewater, Wisconsin. Dr. Jane Friends has served the department, college, university, and profession in ways that are second to none. Not many folks willingly take on the role of WOTA instructor. It gets better. Interim associate dean and advising coordinator over the span of their career. This selfless dedication shines a light on just who Dr. Jane Friends really is. Dr. Mrs., as the students lovingly refer to her as, has received university and college awards for teaching and service and was nominated by her peers in the Department of Music for awards for teaching, research, and service on numerous occasions. Over the years, thousands of music students' lives have been enriched through her music history courses. Dr. Friends is a contributor to the Grove Dictionary of Music, New Grove Dictionary of Music, is an active member of the Society for American Music and the American Musicological Society. Jane is also a recognized expert and consultant on the music of the WPA Federal Theater Project and Broadway dance music. She has published and presented papers internationally while serving as a peer reviewer for several musicological publications and musicology conferences. Have I mentioned she plays cello? She does. You might not know that about her. But she performed at the Wisconsin Chamber Orchestra, was assistant principal cello of the Beloit-Janesville Symphony, and principal cello of the Idaho State Civic Symphony. To us, in the music department, the college, this campus, Dr. Friends is a beloved human being, musician, scholar, educator, and friend. Dean Eileen Hayes is here to present her a plaque to honor these years of selfless service and her dedication to this campus community. My pleasure. All right, up next, Dr. J. Michael Olson. I know you're back there. It was the year 1996. I was an undergraduate student at DePaul University. Little did I know that about 90 miles to the north, a bass trombone playing musicologist, who was to be my future boss, was starting his collegiate teaching career at UW-Whitewater. Since then, Dr. J. Michael Olson has been recognized by the College of Arts and Communication with Excellence Awards for teaching, research, and creative activity. His savvy approach to academic advising led him to a University Excellence Award in Academic Advising, as well as a national NACADA, the National Academic Advising Association recognition for advising as well. Much like that of all of us here at UW-Whitewater, Dr. Olson wore many, many hats during his tenure. A few of them, academic staff, assistant professor, associate professor, professor, department chair, assistant department chair, advising guru, WOTA coordinator, college graduation examiner, and I'm probably forgetting 1 or 6. That's enough, okay. While we are here to celebrate his entire career, I have the microphone, so bear with me for a moment. I just want to remind some of the newer folks of what he accomplished as music department chair from 2006 to 2012. During this time, he oversaw major curriculum revisions, coordinated a successful NASM reaccreditation. That's the National Association of Schools of Music. If you ever want some light reading material, you can stop by the chair office and I can show you the document that he put together just a few years ago. He also oversaw nearly 20 faculty searches, hired many of us that are in this room right now, and secured nearly $500,000 from the university for a major piano purchase. While all of this was happening, Dr. Olson published his musicological work in major scholarly journals and reference work like the New Grove Dictionary of Music. Mike has written countless program notes for the Madison Symphony, as well as other professional symphony orchestras and music festivals, and by his count, about 150,000 words for various music department events. In his spare time, Mike Olson was the bass trombonist of the Madison Symphony for 28 years. Okay, he didn't travel all this way to hear me talk about him, so here with a small token of the college and the university's appreciation, Eileen Hayes to present a plaque to Dr. Olson, thanking him for his years of dedicated service to this campus.
Thank you, Dr. Dugan. It is now time for our college scholarship recipients to be recognized, followed by the scholarships of the various departments presented by our department chairs. It is my pleasure to introduce Dr. Linda Robinson, Acting Chair of the Scholarships Committee.
Well, it is my very great honor to be recognizing the recipients of the awards and scholarships conferred by the college. I will ask that as your name is called, if you would please stand and then remain standing until all the names have been called, and I will ask the audience to hold your applause until the end of the recognition. Excuse me a second. Losing something here and giving away the fact that I don't hear so well anymore. All right. Recipient of the James R. and Zoe E. Connor Arts and Communication Scholarship is Rainey Ripplinger. The recipients of the Dahl Family Scholarships are Nicholas Abler, Daniela Porras, Darius Sanders, and Lauren Vander Linden. The recipient of the Fassel Leadership Scholarship is Star Lee. The recipients of the Green Hill Excellence in the Arts Award are Sarah Augustine, Nicholas Bauer, Libby Block-Kraus, Allison Campbell, Selena Esquivel, Miranda Johnson, Juliet King, Emily Amernick, Richard Peterius, and Rebecca Weber. The recipient of the Francine L. Peace Arts and Communication Scholarship is Simon McGee. The recipients of the College of Arts and Communication Promise Endowment are Taylor Beagle, Monica Burian, Bethany Conniff, Michelle Dome, Angela Jacoby, Jasmine Kozier, Rainey Ripplinger, Hannah Shoemaker, and Libby Tisicino, I'm sorry. Recipients of the College Alumni Study Abroad Scholarship are Angela Chapman, Sydney Prestafilipio, and I'm sorry if I've mangled your name, and Darius Sanders. Recipients of the Raymond E. Light Memorial Scholarship are Dania Notek, Richard Petarius, and Grace Rush. The Outstanding Junior Scholarship has been awarded to Cameron Vinson. And the Center of the Arts 25th Anniversary Performing Arts Trust Scholarship have been awarded to Catherine Grieve and Maya Peterson. The John and Shirley Greenwood Scholarship has been awarded to Corey Friend. And finally, certainly last but not least, it is also my honor to recognize the recipient of the Media Arts and Game Development Scholarship, the Max Mallory Scholarship, and that recipient is Brianna Addy. So if all our outstanding scholars and award winners would please turn and face the audience, and if the audience would recognize these outstanding students with your applause. Bravo and brava to all of you. It's now my very great pleasure to introduce James Bronson, who is the chair of the Department of Art and Design.
Thank you. It's my pleasure to be able to announce the winners of the Art and Design Scholarships. I would ask you all to stand when your name's called and remain standing. The recipient of the Elizabeth Bloomberg Endowed Art Scholarship is Matrice Bell. The Roberta Yvonne Fiscum Memorial Scholarship winners are Juliet King, Audrey Parker, Sarah Wilson, and Veronica Whipperfirth. The Flanagan McNeil Bonzinski Military Family Scholarship recipients are Serena Johnson, Rainey Ripplinger, and Catherine Valentine. The Edna Grinstead Art Scholarship goes to Danae Notek, Danelia Porras, and Keegan Thiel. The Mary Weiser Art Studies Scholarship recipient is Shannon Garrity. The Mark Palmer Gray Jr. Endowed Art Scholarship goes to Shannon Garrity, Serena Johnson, Danae Notek, Danelia Porras, Cordelia Reginald, Hannah Schwain, and Sarah Van Daan. The Stacy Lane Endowed Art Scholarship goes to Daniela Porras. The Henry and Violet D. Wynn Scholarship is awarded to Cassidy Stern. And the Amy Arnston Endowed Art Scholarship recipient is Veronica Whipperfirth. If you would all be kind enough to face the audience, we'd like to congratulate you on your accomplishment. It's now my honor to announce my esteemed colleague, Kathy Brady, the chair of the Communications Department.
Will our award winners for communications stand when you hear your name, please? The Ben and Maxine Lowell Scholarship was awarded to Rachel Butterfield. We have 3 communication ambassadors. Becca Fish, excuse me, my counting's not very good. We have 4. Patrick Gendron, Devin Guile, and Casey Kelsey. The Communication Department Scholar Endowment was awarded to Ann Zietlow. The Peter and Catherine Conover Endowed Scholarship was awarded to Amanda Gilbert. The George Hafer Scholarship Fund went to Caitlin Fianda. The Richard and Kathy Haven Political Communications Scholarship was given to Christine Lustig. The Lowell Award for Excellence in Corporate and Health Communication was given to Patrick Gendron. The Martino Journalism Scholarship was awarded to Ben Pierce. We have 3 winners of the Gunvor Stoos Excellence in Journalism Scholarship: Samantha Lyons, Taylor Miller, and Ben Pierce. And the Dr. Patricia A. Townsend Scholarship was awarded to Kira Tomchek. Will our award winners please face the audience? Audience, let's recognize our winners. It's now my honor to introduce again the Music Department Chair, Dr. Mike Dugan.
All right, students, same rules apply. Stand, remain standing, don't lock your knees. So I got a long list of people to go through. And then once we're all said and done, you can turn, face your peers, face the donors, and say thank you by applauding. And then we'll applaud at the end. I'll lead it. Be clear as day. All right. Here we go. The Stephen Butler Music Endowment recipient, Leah Model. Bushman Pritchett Scholarship, Rebecca Weber. The Chancellor's Quartet Scholar, Jasmine Kozier, Richard Petarius III, Noah Shafrick, and Noah Suzaluka. The Roger Koppenbarger Woodwind Scholarship, Ruth Farrell. The Guerin Jazz Talent Endowed Scholarship, Travis Mills and Bryce Strunk. The James and Lita Fay Memorial Scholarship, Clara McGowan. Long list here for all you gala attendees. The Gala Concert Scholarship, David Baker, Renee Blazing, Taylor Beagle, Monica Burian, Jesse Clark, Bethy Conniff, Margaret Donovan, Adam Dreffs, Selena Esquivel, Ruth Farrell, Elliot Filipiak, Haley Gentz, Tony Gerner, Abby Hummel, Angela Jacoby, Austin Kappel, Allison Keller, Morgan Kramer, Kayla Laura, Travis Mills, Leah Model, Kelly Peshik, Maya Peterson, Samantha Pritchard, Abigail Rago, Lucas Reisdorf, Nathan Raleigh, Darius Sanders, almost there, Alyssa Schmidt, Adam Smith, Bryce Strunk, Ben Swanson, Libby Tishishino, Samantha Ward, Rebecca Weber, and Hannah Worship. The Joanne Hobbs Endowed Music Scholarship, Emily Landry. The Howard G. Inglefield Music Scholarship goes to Adam Dreffs. The Robert L. Jennings Voice Scholarship goes to Haley Gentz. The Carlene McMonigal Scholarship Endowment, David Baker. Dennis Rohr's Band Scholarship Endowment, Nathan Rowley. The Dr. Robert K. Webb Family Scholarship, Selena Esquivel. The Glenn and Christine Hayes Music Education Scholarship, Ryan Schultz, who you'll be hearing from in a little bit. The Vanderlinden Voice Scholarship, Abby Hummel. The Student Service Award, SNAT Scholarship, Student National Association of Teachers of Singing, Brandon Warner. Our Garter Award nominee for this year was Alexa Zakutansky. The Grace Pruger Scholarship, longer list of names here, Paige Cooper Rollifson, Maggie Hillock, Miranda Johnson, William Kruger, Jackie Labe, Elizabeth Miller, Alexis Nungary, Sydney Pollard, Molly Wenless, and lastly, the David and Helen Garenbeck Scholarship, Kristen Valentine. Students, please turn, face your peers. Congratulations. And without further ado, it is my pleasure to welcome the esteemed chair of the Theater Dance Department, the one and only Marshall Anderson.
Theater dance recipients, again, you know the drill to stand and remain standing until I call all your names. For the Wynette Barnett Theater Scholarship, John Mickle for performance, Abria Schneeberg for costuming, Jordan Meyer for technical theater, Kenneth Ryan for dance, and Alex Carey as all-around student. The Carolyn and John Bodensteiner Outstanding Theater Sophomore Scholarship is Grace Rouge. The Tom and Jane Colwyn Theater Dance Design Scholarship, Liliana Gonzalez. The Dance Choreography Award, Aria Tramontano. The Fannie E. Hicklin Theater Education Endowed Award, Nathan Brogy, who is backstage someplace today. The Matthew Schlieseman Scholarship for Artistic and Academic Accomplishment, Grace Rouge. The Fred Cederholm Theater Writing Award, Stephanie Groff. The Margot and Scott Trenadu Scholarship, Nicholas Soul. The Jean and Ann Wilson Endowed Theater Scholarship, Alexander Carey. The McNally Stage Management Award, Alexander Carey. The Sally Marks Endowed Scholarships go to Ashley Brower, Michelle Dom, Alexa Farrell, Megan Grove, who's backstage right there, Kathleen Grace Martin, and Samantha Pekelnicki. The Summers Theater Management Award goes to Kenneth Ryan, and the Theater Alumni Award goes to Nicholas Soul. So if you turn around and you receive this applause. Now, please enjoy this performance from last spring's Dancescape concert, Dancing Fools, choreographed by student Kayla Widener.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's showtime at the Copacabana!
I can count on losing my cool. Take me where the rhythm is racy. Let me be a dancing fool. Some prefer the Cafe Europa, sipping Dubonnet on a stool. Me, I get my kicks at the Copa. That's where I'm a dancing fool. I'll show you some moves, smooth as satin, and others they don't
Good afternoon. My name is Ryan Schultz, and my value award is expression. I am a senior music education major here at Whitewater, focusing on instrumental and general music. Today, I wanted to share my thoughts on the value of expression, something that each and every one of us truly embodies here today. To start off, I want to share a more personal story that's stuck with me for about 4 years now. During my senior year of high school, I had the opportunity to be part of the WSMA State Honors Orchestra. And as part of this organization, they pick 4 oboes. I'm an oboe player, by the way. Should probably get that out there. So they take 4 oboes for the orchestra and 4 oboes for the band. And I was honored to be one of those 8 recipients in the oboe section. We had the privilege to work with Dr. Donald Schleicher from the University of Illinois. He's the Chris Ramekers of our department. What he did next really shaped who I am today. We were working on a piece that I don't really remember, but it was a more contemporary piece. And in the music, in the first theme, the woodwinds have kind of a 2D section, and it was marked expressivo, which means expressively. Later on in the recapitulation of that movement, there is the same section, a little modified this time, but says più expressivo, which means play more expressively. And the woodwind section kind of looked at each other. How do we play more expressively than we're already playing? Like, how do we do that? And the principal clarinetist raises her hand and asks, how do you want us to play with more expression? And he kind of just sat there. I don't know. Let me think on it. So as camp progressed during the summer, he thought about this più expressivo moment in that piece. And days went on, we get to that section, he wouldn't say anything. We kind of just looked at each other like, ooh. And during the last rehearsal of the summer, we get to that section, and he goes, back to that question the clarinet player had. And he's like, I've thought about it, and I want everyone in the ensemble to close their eyes. So we closed our eyes. And he told us to think of a moment in our lives where there's a situation where something amazing happens. So this could be a family member comes home from the war unexpectedly and they surprise you. This could be when you work hard to get into your dream college and it comes true. You work hours and hours on a scholarship and you finally get it. There's many, many situations which could happen. So he told us to each pick our individual moment, and that moment where our stomach drops and what we've been working so hard for has come true. So with that in mind, we play the normal expressive section, and he stops us right before the più expressivo and says, think of your moment. And we thought of our moment and played. And the rest was a blur because it was the most musical experience I've ever had. And that moment has stuck with me for the rest of my life and is one of the reasons why I chose to be a music educator. And as a member of the College of Arts and Communication, we have the responsibility to keep expression alive. Expression is in all of us. We wouldn't be sitting here if we weren't expressive. Expression is in the music we play, in the theater that we convey, in the artworks, in the dance, as you just saw. There's expression in everything that we do. And you just have to find what personally makes you the most expressive person you can be. So capture the feeling that expression can give you and run with it. Thank you.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Logan McCone, and I'm a senior communication major with a public relations emphasis. And I want to quickly thank the communication department for nominating me to address you today on the value of inquiry. People that know me know that I have a, I say great, but some say annoying, habit of Googling things even mid-conversation, completely random things. My dad always told me growing up that we live in the first time in history that the collective knowledge of humanity is at anyone's fingertips, via your phone, a computer, whatever. That's a powerful thing. It doesn't matter where you come from, who you are. If you've got Google, or Bing, or Microsoft Edge, you can find out what movies Russell Crowe has been in, or how to properly cook hash browns. Both of those things that I actually looked up this morning. Inquiry has been at the forefront of what I've done in my 3 years here at Whitewater. I'm a member of the UW-Whitewater forensics team, and there's a long-running joke in the forensics community that basically we just deal with dead bodies, but that's not the case. We write and perform speeches. The word forensics means the search for, be it dead bodies, or in my case, just good speech topics. To me, inquiring is getting out of your comfort zone, learning something new, and becoming all the better for it. Sitting back is easy, but reaching out to find something out is hard, but it's supposed to be hard. For me, inquiry led me to switching my major and my department 2 years into college. Inquiry led a high school me who was absolutely terrified of public speaking to join my high school's forensics team, and doing so, meeting some of my best friends that I still keep up with today. Inquiring is exploring all of your paths and asking others for help in choosing a path. Inquiring is sending a message to a speech coach when you're a high school senior to join the college team. Inquiring is sending a Facebook message to an acquaintance on a hunch just to make sure they're okay, and having that person end up becoming your best friend. Inquiring is getting out of your comfort zone, breaking up your daily routine, learning something, and becoming all the better for it. Thank you.
Thank you, Logan and Ryan. Creativity, integrity, expression, and inquiry. Our faculty work with great commitment to foster and encourage these qualities in our students. Please join me once again in congratulating all of the recipients of our college value awards. At this time, I would ask that Associate Dean Bob Mertens and Department Chair Marshall Anderson join me on stage along with Dr. Hicklin, who is making her way. It is my pleasure to welcome to our stage Dr. Fanny Hicklin, Professor Emeritus of Theater, who we are honoring this afternoon. Dr. Hicklin was a faculty member here from 1964 to 1988. She has been recognized for her many contributions to the Department of Theater, to the college, the university, and the community. As a specialist in what was at one time referred to as Negro theater, Dr. Hicklin was the first African-American faculty member here at UW-Whitewater. Her achievements were far-reaching. She served as the Associate Dean of Faculties, as Director of Affirmative Action, and as Chair of the Theater and Dance Department. And of course, her resume of achievement is lengthy indeed. As we continue to put our own value of diversity and inclusion into practice, we think often of our beloved professor, who grew up on the campus of Talladega College in Alabama during the period of Jim Crow. We look forward to celebrating Dr. Hicklin's 100th birthday again at the October 14th performance of Nora Ephron's Love, Loss, and What I Wore in the Hicklin Studio Theater. Last month, when I was talking with one of our generous alums about the Hicklin legacy, he said, "I wish you could have seen her teach." We would all hope to leave an indelible mark on the lives of others after a long and successful career. Fanny Hicklin has achieved that and more. Please join us in saluting Dr. Fanny Hicklin, recipient of the Dean's 2018 Trailblazer Award. before we continue, I would like to invite everyone to join us in the Fern Young Terrace immediately following our program for our reception. We will do that. We will adjourn right after we sing our new university alma mater, which will be led by Professor Bob Garenbeck and the UWW Chamber Choir. At this time, scholarship recipients, we have arrived at the moment you've all been waiting for. Would you stand? Here's your mission. Would you stand, turn to greet donors of our scholarship, and express your gratitude for their stewardship of these gifts, all in about the time span of 1 minute. Thank you. We'll have more time for pictures and conversation at the reception. Provost Susan Elrod is unable to be with us today, but Associate Provost Dr. Greg Cook was able to join us, and we are very glad that he is with us. Dr. Cook has been a visionary leader for academic affairs, and we are fortunate to have him at the helm of many of our campus-wide initiatives for student success. Let us welcome Associate Provost Dr. Greg Cook.
Thank you, Dean Hayes. It is truly an honor to have this opportunity to share a few words at your convocation and scholarship celebration. And what an honor to follow in the program, Dr. Hicklin there. That was a truly amazing tribute and great to hear her story. I'm sitting over here in my seat throughout the program and really enjoyed listening to those student testimonials. Weren't those fabulous about the values here in the college? Creativity, integrity, expression, and inquiry. These are indeed important values that form the foundation of all that you do and all that you represent here in the College of Arts and Communication. And as I was sitting there enjoying the testimonials, I was also looking down at the cover page of the program there, and if you'll join me there and you look down at the bottom, I just wanted to point out the 150th year symbol there, because this is our 150th year as a university, UW-Whitewater. This is our sesquicentennial celebration year. And now that we're months into the year, I can finally pronounce all of those syllables. Just don't ask me to spell it. So I just wanted to reflect a little bit on the connection between the values that are represented in that 150th year slogan, inspire, engage, and transform, and connect those with the values and the great work that's being done here in the College of Arts and Communication. So I'll just take those one at a time here briefly. Inspire. Your great achievements are very inspiring, and we heard about all of those scholarship recipients. It was amazing the amount of work that was created there to earn those. The scholarships and awards recognized here today represent impressive and indeed inspiring achievements, and they're only the tip of the iceberg of all that's really created and achieved here in the college. Engage. Your achievements also demonstrate deep engagement of students, faculty, and staff all around the college. From the dance and art studios to band and theater productions, in the classrooms, out of the classroom, in research projects, and through all of your dedicated work in the community. Your engagement is very evident. Engagement with each other, engagement with your art, with your craft, your discipline, and engagement with the campus community. The vibrance of your collaboration shines in so many ways. Transform. Now that's the real mission of our university, and I have heard our Chancellor Copper here echo on many occasions in her comments, that the mission of UW-Whitewater is to transform lives and impact society. And seeing all of the award-winning students here reminds us of the degree to which our faculty and staff do indeed transform lives. Now, students in the audience, I have a message for you, because I was reflecting on that and I was realizing that all of us as faculty and staff and administrators over the years, we spend a lot of time in meetings and talking and conversing with one another, and we talk about how we help transform your lives as students and how you then go out and impact society. But I want to let you in on another kind of observation, because you as students transform lives also. And you do it in a great many ways, but I just want to give you one example of proof of how you transform lives. Quite often when I'm moving around on campus and I have an opportunity to have a conversation with a faculty or staff member, and invariably it turns to them talking about you and your work as students. And I see that twinkle in their eyes. And I hear the proud ways that they describe your work and your performances and your success as students. Our faculty and staff are all very, very proud of you. And you transform them. You transform their lives and our lives by engaging in the profession they love, teaching and working with students. So I just want to take a moment here to thank all of the students for all that you do to transform our lives and who we are here at UW-Whitewater. I want to give a congratulations to Dean Hayes and all of her talented staff for organizing this wonderful event and all they do as leaders all year long. Congratulations to the faculty, to the teaching staff, and to all of the support staff for your achievements and contributions. And of course, congratulations to the students for all of your success now and well into your very bright futures. But as I close these remarks, I do want to give a special thanks and congratulations to the many alumni and donors who are here today, and also to those who could not attend the event. We are all greatly appreciative of your generous support of the university. Your support for these students makes a tremendous difference. We have many students here at UW-Whitewater who are so capable of doing great work, but some of them might not be able to attend college or might not be able to finish their degrees without your generous contributions. You make a big difference, so thank you. And I believe my time is up, so I thank you all. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Cook. I wanted to offer the deepest appreciation also to our donors for your commitment to seeing that the next generation of UWW students is provided educational opportunities in music, theater and dance, art and design, communication, and MAGD, opportunities that our students so richly deserve. Let us go forth and seek to be trailblazers for a cause greater than ourselves so that others may follow. And now, Professor Garenbeck and the choir. Thank you for coming, everyone. See you next year.